announcer Mike Carlucci. Starters here in this wild card matchup. More from the guys who goes along. Starting lineup for the visiting Cincinnati Reds like this here tonight. And there you get a look at the starter check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway. Here's a pitch taken for ball one. Get underway here at 7:06. Hamilton, Phillips, and Votto begin things in the Cincinnati first. The next pitch. And back-to-back pitches out in the evening. It's 2-0 now. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. 2-0 on the way. Just does manage to get it there. This is bounced foul. Here it comes. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Slider taken for a cold strike two.
This is a guy who generally stays around the strike zone. He's not going to walk a whole lot of guys. So you're going to get some hit.
2-2. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And Kershaw finds the target there as he's running as far as it can go now. It's 3-2. There's Brandon Phillips. He waits on deck. Now the pitch. Hit high and out to left field. And he is going to have extra bases to start the evening. And a good at-bat on 3-2 as he finishes it with a leadoff double.
And that right there, guys, is a leadoff hitter playing his role to a T. I mean, not only does he burn through a bunch of pitches, so he lets everybody in that dugout see exactly what this guy is throwing. And then he caps off the at-bat by driving a ball for a leadoff double. That's as good as it gets.
Here's Brandon Phillips. First pitch misses him. It's ball one.
So important here to pick up the first game from scoring position. I guess that's true in any game, especially in the wild card game. Everything here is just going to get magnified 10 times over. You've got to make these opportunities count.
Here comes the 1-0. And this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground towards second base. On the first with it is Kendrick, and it's in plenty of time for the first down.
You know what? It's never too early to play smart, fundamental baseball. You've got the leadoff man at second, so he's just shooting for the right side of the infield. And he's able to move him up 90 feet to third with just one away.
Joey Votto step in here with the runner at third now. Bat here early in the ball game.
Yeah, I think really he can get something out of this inning, even if it's just a sacrifice fly. If you let this guy off the hook, he might not even give you another chance.
First pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. Pause, now the pitch. High pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Turner is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
Oh, that's a big pitch right there to get that pop-up. That keeps the runner stuck tight to third base. And now with two away, your chances of getting that run home just took a big hit.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll take a look at it. Too low. It's 1-1.
This is maybe not a pitch-around situation, but need to be real careful with a guy like this, two away.
The 1-0 pitch. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It's almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Ready now on 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
Here comes a 1-2. They bust him in that time as this is grounded toward the hole. And the run will score as the Reds strike first to lead it 1-0.
Well, that's one way to get yourself on the scoreboard for the first time. They always say, get that runner home any way you can. And, well, this counts. It'll be scored an infield single and an RBI.
Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. He'll look at a breaking ball. Misses for ball one.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1-1 on the way. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Reds 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Now a look at the starting for the host Dodgers. They'll match up against a man who added a second no-hitter to his resume in 2013, hard-throwing right-hander Homer Bailey. And defensively, you see the Reds line up like this behind him. Howie Kendrick to step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. And that's in there for strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to pull my guy.
Hendrick waiting. Now the pitch.
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Good job. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots his ball right back up the middle.
And now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. A runner at first, no out here. He's set.
Now the pitch.
Good. 0-2 now.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Ready?
Now.
And this is fouled
back and out of play.
Here's another 0-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. One there. The relay back to the pitcher. Coupling time to double him up.
Boy, that's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ground ball to first, but then he hustles his way over to the bag to help them wrap up that 3-6-1 double play.
Justin Turner will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Here's
the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead of strike one.
Put them behind the count and on their back foot right away.
Here it comes.
And that misses 1-1. The 1-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because
The guy he'll work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he asks.
2-1. 4-3. Here he comes, 3-1. And this pitch is taken here for ball 4. So the Dodgers able to extend the inning here with 2 away.
Runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And stepping in now, the slugging first
baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
And in that, he's right. I mean, I think most Americans do find it repulsive.
But he suggested people should perhaps lose their citizenship or go to jail for a year if they burn the flag. Your reaction to that?
Well, I don't think that's going to happen, at least not unless there's a change in the law in the United States.
Do you support the former CIA director, retired General David Petraeus, to become the next Secretary of State?
Well, Dave Petraeus is an extremely smart, very experienced, very capable man. I've known Dave Petraeus since he worked in my office when I was a colonel and he was a captain. I've always been impressed with his performance, and he certainly brings a lot of knowledge and experience. There's an ethical issue or a legal issue in his background, and President-elect Trump is going to have to decide how he plays that off. But one thing I think you could be sure of is if Dave Petraeus becomes the Secretary of State, he'll bring an awful lot of knowledge and capability and energy to that job.
But you know, he pleaded guilty to mishandling classified information, lying to the FBI. It was a misdemeanor, got a couple of years probation. Is that a problem? Should he be eligible to receive classified information with top secret security clearances?
You know, this becomes ultimately the decision of the President of the United States as to the security clearance, and it's up to the Congress of the United States to determine whether or not he's confirmed if he's selected as Secretary of State. And I think you have to respect the President's choices. I think people will have to look at this, and the people who have been elected by the people of the United States, our senators, are going to have to make those decisions.
Another retired general, General Mattis, is being considered as Secretary of Defense. I assume you know him as well, a retired four-star general, former head of the U.S. military's Central Command. You think he'd be a good Secretary of Defense?
Well, I think Jim Mattis he was a terrific combat leader.
Very patient here in these opening few innings. And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in,
The more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team. That one's more likely to
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
A
2-1 offering.
Now
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play.
2-2 pitch
On the way. Now a ball foul tip straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean,
he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm going to swing. No. I'm going to take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Stepping
in now, Brennan Bosch. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for the ball. One 0 on the way. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering himself.
It's ball 2.
Not like that one bit. It's one thing to work in the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
The 2-0 on the way.
Outside. 3-0 now. Figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even 2.
Now the 3-0 offering. That one's in 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch than the one he threw on 2-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-1 on the way. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. One of the things that makes him so tough
the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah. Watch the catch glove on some of these. It literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And here's a
ball hit in the air.
And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 3-2. Struck him out. But he'll try for first on his third strike.
What to do there?
Now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Homer Bailey will dig in here. And here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Right.
Even though you should be out of the inning, you can't let that air affect. You've got to put it behind you.
Yeah. 1-0. 2-0 now.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit. When you're facing the opposing pitcher, you know he's not going to do much damage. But you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to end.
2-0 count, the pitch over the outside half, and it's 2-1. He's ready now to pitch. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. They go to Hendrick at second, and that'll be that. So no runs on no hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Reds 1 and the Dodgers nothing. We'll lead things off here because they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Now here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against the hitter like this. Just off plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. One pitch on the way. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so
That's a good idea. Run something in tight.
And now pitch
On the way. Not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No pride. Got to make these guys right.
That's him there. On the count to pull, 3-2.
That's a tough one to get on top of. I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location. Matchup's not in your favor.
Here's the payoff pitch.
And he takes all 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, when you're holding on to a 1-run lead, you don't want to start blocking guy, especially not the leadoff hitter. He'll kick himself over that one. He's going to have to put it behind him quick.
Number 5
will get his first
here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. First pitch
to him.
And he's on the outside corner for strike 1.
From the stretch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game, and you want to work the count, but those were pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
All about hitting the right pitch. Here, he didn't like either one of the first couple he sees. Falls behind quickly, 0-2. But then he finally gets a location he can do something with it. Whack! Base hit.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take, because you're facing a guy that's already walked you guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
1-1. Right on, but it's foul down toward the box at third. Big pitch here, 1-2. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch. He's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Full count pitch on its way. And that's outside. Lost him, ball 4.
Well, this is going to be a short outing if the walks continue to be a problem. I mean, that's 2 already here in the second inning.
Scott Van Slyke stands in now with a chance to either tie this game or perhaps give his club the lead. First pitch coming. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow one run to score this inning, that would be a major victory.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
At the plate, the worst case scenario, you've got to be thinking sac fly. A grand slam sure would be nice, but you've got to make sure you at least get that tying run home.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a runner, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Ready with the 2-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stand. Here he comes on 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. 2-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now another 2-2. Fouled back. Here comes a 2-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Another try at 2-2. Swing and a rocket to third. He goes to the knee, but that's by him, a base hit. Ethier scores. And the second run will score as well. Clayton Kershaw will stand in, and you can almost guarantee he'll be trying to move those runners here. Here's the first offering. And now the bunt attempt from Kershaw, and it looks to be a good one. Frazier with the bare hand. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Pitch down. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And add a run on the sacrifice fly as that will make this a 3-1 game.
That's a nice job there to get this ball airborne. He's able to get that ball out there deep enough to pick up their 3rd run of the inning.
Yasiel Puig will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. set, now to pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, at this
point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more,
or else he may not make it 5 innings.
Now the pitch.
No swing on the double curve, even at 1-1.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it, but this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far, so I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
Here's the 1-1. No, this is hit hard towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this.
Billy Hamilton will start things out here with his
down a couple of runs already as we begin the third.
Third baseman in tight, protecting bunt.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. Ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one.
That's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Here's the 1-0. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And he will run this one down.
Outfielder, but he's got to be able to track some things down, and this is why they've got him out there right now. What a brilliant play.
Here's Brandon Phillips.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone. Third inning here. 3-1.
Now
here's the pitch. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything.
Here's Kershaw's
0-2.
Now a swing and a high fly ball. This one has to carry in deep right field. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
And this is a situation where you've got back-to-back flyouts from 2 guys who really need to start hitting the ball on the ground. That speed isn't doing you any good when you're hitting lazy fly balls.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. First offering on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So the guy on the mound.
The 1-0.
And he goes the other way as this is high and deep out to straightaway left. And this is off the fence right in front of the Dodger bullpen.
And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, he's two-thirds of the way home to a shutdown inning after his guys just took the lead. But hold the presses. A 2-out double might put a grip with those plans, as now a base hit could get this game back to even.
So a runner scoring position. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman.
Now the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, when that pitch starts outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame.
Here's a
1-0.
And bite at that either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Now the 2-0 home. Down low. Clock thickens here. 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. Is my number 7 hitter? Probably not.
Is on the way. A strike, and it's 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here he comes on 3-1. Now a fastball swung on and missed it.
This is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
The 3-2 pitch, and he lost it here on 3-2. This is ball 4.
It's definitely still early here, but you've got a 2-run lead already. Now you go about putting a tying run on base for free. Doesn't seem like it's man all that sharp start.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets a piece of this one, foul it backstop. Set down the pitch. Here's a fastball that grounds in, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit, and a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third. Loaded now with 2 gone.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Reds 1. Justin Turner makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball. Strike 1. Now here it comes. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So 1 gone for Adrian Gonzalez. Infield overshift now the pitch. Fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. The pitch. There's
the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
So
1-1 home. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
He just keeps getting himself into trouble out there.
Here's another guy that's gotta make mistakes back.
Here's the
2-1 to Gonzalez.
Swing
and a miss to the ball.
Out of the zone, 2-2. The 2-2
coming. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. Catch made out there by Box and keep away.
Now, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Andre Ethier will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. Now the first pitch.
There's a
ball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Two out, nobody on.
Here's the
1-0 down to Ethier.
And this is
fouled straight back. Now the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. Ball strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out what would I throw on a 2 pitch.
Here now the 2-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
One more time. Now he turns on a fastball here. To right field. And Bruce will make the catch, and the inning is over. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey. He's still down, though, by a count of 3-1.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in
as we go in the
fourth.
First pitch
coming. Up and away. Start the inning. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
After the strikeout first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Here comes
the 2-0.
Too
Too
high.
And 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this is
You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
3-0. That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
And at the plate,
he might have been told, look, you're taking it until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Now the
3-1 pitch. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to after getting the strikeout on the fastball. Not a bad time to check out our pitch speed.
Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Brennan Bosch will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
First pitch on the way.
Swing and a
Liner toward right center. Diving effort.
So just tip off his glove, and that's a base hit.
You can see his basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Into the box now, Homer Bailey. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gone as he puts this one down. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
And you know what? This is always a really difficult for a first baseman because he has to deal with the runner who's headed to second base. And also that runner can sometimes screen the shortstop that's covering the back. And in the end, this one gets thrown away.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one.
Oh, that was definitely right there. He's lucky that didn't go all the way to the backside.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4.
One 0 on the way.
Ball
two. And one thing you can't do here, cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Here comes the 2-0.
On the ground to Kendrick. This might be two. The second for one. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they need to get him out.
4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this.
Number 5 will lead
Off
things
here
off
in the home half of the 4th.
Right here. I don't know. The Martins won't let the boys to play
Here's the first on.
You can't know if it's a boy that
And he'll foul fast
Strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy
Come over here.
zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times you take it anyway, and you just find yourself striking now throw anything off.
Pitch on the way. Outside at 94.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ready now
on 1-1. And the 1-1 is here now to center. Hamilton is right there, 1 down.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it, running him down.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Yes, he'll take a look at 1-1.
The next
pitch.
That's
wide, 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're 2-0 to him right here.
Now the 2-0. Here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. Now the 2-2 pitch. And lifted the other way to left center.
Catch
Made out there by Bosch, and there are 2 away now. Scott Van Slyke will stand in.
He had a two-run single his first time around. First pitch coming. Curveball. This is in the third for ball one. Here comes the 1-0.
Look out. 2-0 now. Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one.
And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers at this point.
Knuckle curve and a beauty, 2-1 now.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. Put up a zero last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Here's the 2-1
pitch. And try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here's the 2-2 home. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a
Fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired.
1-2 go to Dodgers, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead.
Back alongside Eric
Steve Lyons, Vasquez, internet sensation, dead dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning.
And here's the first pitch. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. And that's what Kershaw can do to you.
He's not as hard as a lot of people think, but the way he keeps you off balance is top-notch.
And the fact that his arm angle is the same every time, he repeats his release point better than anyone in baseball.
And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that's a good pitch on an 0-1 count. Trying to let that thing work its way back to the outside part of the plate, but he quite get it there.
1-1 on the way. Fastball called strike, 1-2. But you get the sense that what they need is
one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, they get him right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Here comes the 1-2.
Got him.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
In is Joey Votto now.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Three to
1 our score as we play number 5.
The 1-0
pitch. And fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Here's the
1-1 now to Votto. And they'll go off
here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
1 run, 5 hits.
And no errors in the game in Cincinnati thus far.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And with the time running on deck circle, this question, does he take a look at another one here?
He just might. You're still going to see a good pitch on 2, even if this one's a strike.
The first one is on the way. And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it. 3-2, here it comes.
And this is to Votto
is still lead.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. You gave him a pretty good battle up there, and you never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Todd Frazier will stand in. Base on ball last time. Now here's the first pitch. On the ground to short. This could be two. Kendrick over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Let's go down quietly. Off in the bottom of the fifth.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here. It's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Fastball off the play. It's ball one. Now the
1-0 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball.
The 1-1. And he comes
back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Boy, you talk about a guy getting himself in the groove.
How about 10 in a row? He's retired now. He's just making it look easy.
Howie Kendrick will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. First pitch
to him. Here's a first pitch slider that just tailed the zone. It's ball one. The 1-0. Now a ball pulled down the line to third, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Now the
1-1 pitch. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same hit 3 times in a row. I guess he figured, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Right-hander deals on 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now. Yasiel Puig will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now here's the first pitch.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put 2 together.
Especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
1-0 away.
Looked like he wanted to clobber that one, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like you kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Here's the 1-1.
That's on the
corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order.
As the lead remains 3-1.
Devin Mesoraco
Will stand in. Strikeout his first time, and then a base hit last time around. now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Here's the first offering. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
No off curveball either. It's 2-0. Here's the 3-0 now.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out here to start the sixth.
Here it is,
the 3-0. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the sixth.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after some
The bat
never left his shoulder.
That's making it way
Too easy for a guy leading off here.
Jay Bruce will stand in now following the leadoff walk. Might we see a bunt attempt here in this
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances and swing it away.
First pitch coming. And hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
He's had a season's jitters. He hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding.
Some
action in the Dodger bullpen.
It appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander throwing.
Kershaw now on 1-1. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And he is in there.
Well, if you're going to throw the curveball, but you've got to have a strong hand.
You'll see this swing
Breaks down a little bit. Look at him get those hands through.
Yank it to full side.
Eugenio Suarez.
Stand in. These guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
Down by this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
He
Waits. Now the pitch.
Starting
with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Here's where the Reds need that one key hit to point a point.
Now the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled the ball 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. But he's not working for him.
That's his first run.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
That questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat.
Because
he doesn't
want to just lay one in there on 2-0.
Now
3-0.
Tide
is not working in his favor.
Here comes the 3-0. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with nobody out.
Well, we had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
And now we see Dodgers John Mattingly out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart. You can't quite close the book on him yet. He's responsible for all 3 runners aboard. Luis Avila will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Brennan Bodge standing now in bigger at-bats with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet.
Like you say, you got the bases loaded. Just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Now, first pitch. Fastball here, and we'll take a look at
Looking for 1-0. Right here is where you've got to be smart out there. You've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners.
the
1-0 home. And this is 2-0.
You get the sense he's panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries. And some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Hitters count 2-0. He has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
You almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this will be fouled away. 2-2. And he gets it.
Swinging. What a big out there.
One away.
Well, this is definitely a rough spot to get thrown into a ball game. Bases loaded, nobody out, but he's up to the task here and gets a huge first out here on the striking line.
Zach Kozar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch pass off the plate there, and it's ball one.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the tying runs in scoring position with 1 out.
This has to be a productive at-bat. Even if you don't reach base, you've got to get that guy in from third. Here's the 1-0.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Now the pressure will be real.
That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Here's the 2-0. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On the first, it's a double play. So we'll continue to getting his
He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this.
Your attention, please.
Now to the bullpen now.
The left-hander Manny Parra to make an appearance here.
Justin Turner
Start
to
things
start
out
things
for the
out for the
Dodgers
Dodgers
in their
in
half
their
of inning number 6.
off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get it out here.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appears in his actions on the field to confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. Infield shifted well
to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Fastball too high
To start him out here 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do so. That's not a bad idea to get him one above the letters.
A couple of righties starting now in the bullpen.
High strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer that one.
That was a dangerous spot for
Good fastball hitter.
1-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Andre Ethier will stand in 2 outs last time.
First offering on the way. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
One oh pitch now. Up top, it's 2-0. Now the 2-0. And catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. We're in the 6th inning here to 3-1 ball game.
Ready on 2-1.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning.
And indeed it will. He lays him out at first. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. And it's still 3-1.
Here at Dodger Stadium.
The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary at this point.
Billy Hamilton will lead it off here at the top of inning number 7.
Massive action out the bullpen, the lefty and a right-hand begins throwing. First pitch coming. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And a foul here, 0-1. One strike offering now to Hamilton. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here it comes. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Here's the 2-2 on.
A full count.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
And down by 2, they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Here's the full count offer. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one to foul. One more time. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work toward getting a ground ball here.
Brandon Phillips will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the first pitch to him. Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
That's telling him how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggle.
Joey Votto stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now the first pitch. Oh, on On the ground
is short. Could this be two?
One there. It's in time.
I really think that having home field advantage here made a huge difference. And these guys are going to wind up surviving this one-game wild card playoff. So now it's down to the division series, where they're going to come into that game with just a little bit of momentum.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Clayton Kershaw. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
And Steve Lyons and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. We're just getting started, folks. You've been watching a nationally popular game.